Okay guys and girls, hello, welcome back. So we're back on the little Citroen again. Poor old girl, she's really suffering, you know, she doesn't get enough attention. Got some light bulbs from Bosslla. Okay, these are LED. Now I must say, I said this in quite a few videos back that I was road testing these, and I have done. But I need to tell you about these because these are fantastic. LED upgrades for a car that usually has halogens as standard is really, really good. Now I had moisture issues on the inside of the lamp a while back, and some of you noticed this and commented on it. Very hard to get rid of that, or to actually just keep the moisture away. That's because the halogen bulb itself draws in the moisture when it's hot, and then when it cools down it condensates on the inside. Okay, this has cured that problem. It's brilliant. LEDs cure that problem, so that is an upgrade if you're concerned about that. MOT testers don't like to see condensation, especially if the beam pattern is disrupted and it doesn't come right on the test. Okay, this is obligatory when we have an MOT test, is to make sure the pattern is correct. Okay, that it's level and it's not dazzling somebody, yeah, and the intensity has to be right. This is passed with an MOT test. They were happy with this, no problem. It looks good, plus it also gives me more light on the road in the winter time. Now you've got to be thinking we're in summer now, and later on we are going to have darker and darker days. I use my lights all the time when I'm driving in the daytime for daylight running, and when I'm going to work and back, that's an hour each way. In the winter time it's dark. I'm doing late shifts or night or early shifts, it's the same thing. I'm always seem to hit the darkness, and these have been a brilliant upgrade. So basically what this is all about, it's not just your white light, you've also got a yellow filament there as well. Okay, you can see by the yellow part of it, and you can have a selectable choice. Now you've got your white bright, which everybody loves nowadays, but you've also got the more classic halogen feel to it as well. And then you have yellow, which is unusual, but it's actually pretty good in the fog, because the French used to put that as standard on a lot of their cars. I don't know if they still do, because we're in the UK and I don't see it about, but it's excellent in the fog. And it also stops the dazzle from certain traffic, oncoming traffic. And you know what it's like in the winter time, your eyes get tired and you get constant lights coming at you. The yellow is pretty good. If you spot that, then you know it's probably somebody who's got one of these in it. Yeah, the final setting on this is the flash. Okay, now that could be construed as a hazard lamp, and I use that personally, not with my 4 ways, but if my boy's coming out of Army Cadets and I'm sitting there and I'm flashing this, he knows which car to go to, because everybody else will have hazards on or something similar. Yeah. The only downside to this, is the fact you have to click on and off to switch it between the modes. So you have your white, then you have your halogen, then you have your yellow, and then you have your flashing. It's not safe to drive with flashing headlights in the dark, because it's just dangerous. Yeah, so you really need to stop and then swap the modes over to get you back onto white or halogen. Yeah, it will confuse people when they see your lights go on and off again, or off and then back on again, so you have to play safe with this one. Other than that, I cannot fault them. I've been running this for months and months and months. I went right through the winter with these. Yeah, they've been running daylight for the rest of the time. That's 5-6 days a week. Yeah, this little block, now that's interchangeable depending on what headlight setup you have. Okay, I'm not going to break that, that's a good seal. Yeah, and if you have a CAN system, you can actually get a different box for this. Okay, so you have to be observant of that. The fitment you can see here to the light bulb is removable. Okay, so you have this arrangement here for your H7, yeah, which is a single. Okay, and if you're going to buy, you have a different headlight setup, then you get this fitment. You fit it into the headlight first and lock it in place. Then you push this in with the colour to the right side. Now you really do need to read the instructions, the fitting instructions with this when you go about fitting them, and make sure, and this is a good thing to do if you have somebody with a beam setter, is just check your beam to make sure it is correct. Otherwise you can go ahead and have your white lights, or go back to your halogens, or have your yellow as well. Fantastic bit of kit. Light bulbs are a pain in the backside to change at the best of times. Now these do have a guarantee on them, and one thing I was concerned about was that little fan in the back there, okay, because it's cooling and you have a heat sink on it. Obviously it runs hot somewhere, there's a resistance in there, and I found that it also tells you if you switch your car off and you left your headlights on, yes, you do get a warning, but you can hear the little fan running in the background, and that's just been consistent, which is good. So that's designed well. I'm impressed with that, and I would say this is a big thumbs up for this one. I know somebody who wants these, is rather jealous when you see them fitted. I want those, this will go out and buy some then. Link below when you can get them from, and yeah, it's just a massive improvement to an old car which really needs some good upgrades. Newer cars, yeah, obviously you've got all your LEDs and everything's all singing and dancing, but not all of us can afford a new car, but we can afford the small upgrades. So check it out. If you like it, go and get some. All right, anyway, see you later. Take it easy.